Welcome to another production of Source Selection Soundbites. These productions foster learning, insight, and the ability to perform. Today's topic is an overview of best value and negotiated procurements. Today we will discuss the definition of source selection, the definition of best value in other terms, and we will discuss common best value methodologies. Source selection is a process utilized by the federal government to process information and select a contractor or contractors to support its requirement. The government collects information about competing firms and assesses each one based on predetermined criteria called evaluation factors by the acquisition community. After evaluation, the agency compares proposals or quotations to one another to determine which contractor is best value to the agency. The foundational steps that the agency must take to purchase products and services when using the negotiated procurement best value methodology are in the Federal Acquisition Regulation, or FAR. The FAR does not provide step-by-step instructions for a source selection and no prescribed method of doing things, but an outline of the source selection process has developed. It always begins with identifying a requirement and proceeds to other steps like conducting market research to validate and shape the requirements, developing the acquisition strategy based on market research, and issuing a request for quotations or proposals. Once quotations or proposals are received, they are evaluated in terms of technical and price attributes. Then the government decides whether it will enter into negotiations or proceed to award based on the content of the initial submissions. The whole point of going through this process is to obtain the best value for the government. In accordance with FAR 2, best value means the expected outcome of an acquisition that, in the government's estimation, provides the greatest overall benefit in response to the requirement. There are two overarching methods of achieving best value in government contracting: sealed bidding and negotiated procurement. Sealed bidding is a method of contracting that employs competitive bids, public opening of bids, and award. Negotiated procurement, on the other hand, is a method of contracting that allows negotiation with proposers to achieve the best value. It is also defined in the FAR as any process that does not use sealed bidding to award contracts. Examples of negotiated procurement procedures include FAR 15 negotiated procurements, architecture and engineering, broad agency announcement, multiple award schedules, simplified acquisitions, and fair opportunity procedures. En route to obtaining the best value for the government, the agency is likely to use one of three best value methodologies: LPTA, trade-off, and the highest technically rated. In the low-priced, technically acceptable best value methodology, price is the determining factor in the selection decision among vendors who met the technical requirements set forth in the solicitation. The use of this best value methodology is restricted in a number of circumstances, as it has been deemed inappropriate for quality of products and services and the long-term health of the industrial base. The next best value methodology is trade-off. The trade-off process is a little more nuanced because the relationship between the technical factors and cost or price varies based on the agency's goals. The technical factors can be less important than cost or price, approximately equal to price, or more or significantly more important than cost or price. Lastly, there is the highest technically rated offeror with a fair and reasonable price best value methodology, which awards to the highest rated offeror with a fair and reasonable price. It stresses technical excellence and minimizes the impact of price in the source selection decision. No matter which best value methodology is utilized, the same basic steps are followed no matter what type of negotiated contracting and best value methodology used. To wrap things up, let's review what we discussed. We discussed the definition of source selection. Second, we discussed the definitions of best value, negotiated procurement, and other terms. And third, we discussed common best value methodologies. Thank you for watching another episode of Source Selection Soundbites. For additional information, check out some of the other videos in this series, other Productivity Partners materials, or our Source Selection Answer app that is available on the Google Play Store and Apple Store. In any event, thanks for watching, and see you next time.